Are you interested to know the 6 great things that will happen to you if you've done your inner spiritual work, emotional healing, and have practiced self-love? If you're interested with this topic, stay tuned till the end of the video. Hi, I'm Radhika Lakshmanan. I'm a karma transformational guide who helps people to break their negative karmic patterns, heal their emotional wounds, and past traumas using a unique hypnosis method. Now let's start. So what are the 6 things or 6 benefits that you will get once you've done your inner spiritual work, emotional healing, and have practiced self-love? Once you've done all these things, you will automatically break your negative karmic patterns. So number 1, you begin to enjoy your own company. You begin to enjoy your own company. You will become your own best friend. See, many people out there have difficulties to enjoy their own company. They have difficulties to be alone, to sit with themselves. Why? Because they have many unhealed past emotional wounds, unhealed past trauma, and they live a very shallow life without connecting with their true self or higher selves, or without connecting to the divine intelligence within themselves. So when they sit alone, being alone forces them to confront their inner void, the emptiness within themselves, and the unhealed emotional wounds and past traumas. And that makes them feel very anxious, restless, or bored. And they become very uncomfortable with it. They're not comfortable with those unhealed emotions or the emptiness that they feel. Okay? So they constantly distract themselves by hanging out with other people, by constantly distracting themselves with work, social media, or anything, shopping, anything. They constantly will be engaging with some work, okay, to prevent themselves from facing those unhealed emotional wounds or from feeling their inner void. But once you have done your inner work, you've healed your emotional wounds and break the negative karmic patterns and have cultivated self-love, you will enjoy your own company without feeling lonely. You might be alone, but you will not feel lonely. And you will not feel desperate for others' company. Okay, you will not feel needy to constantly distract yourself with friends or other relationships. Now that doesn't mean that you will stop yourself from engaging with others. You will engage with others. In fact, you will have a better relationship with others. You will have more peaceful, harmonious, and healthy relationship with others. Why? Because you have cultivated a healthy relationship with yourself. When you have cultivated a healthy relationship with yourself, you will automatically have the similar healthy, loving relationship with others. You will not tolerate toxic relationship or toxic people or emotionally immature people. And when you sit alone, you will feel peaceful, joyful, because you're connected with your higher self. When you're connected with your higher self, you will not feel lonely. You will feel at home. I've had an ex-colleague who told me that he can never go out for lunch alone. He can never have lunch alone, and he can never be at home alone. I guess because he feels anxious or restless or extremely bored. If you're not able to enjoy your company, how do you expect others to enjoy your company? Number 2, You will stop worrying about what others will think of you. Now, there's a quote that says that now when I enter a room, I don't worry about what the people in the room think of me. I don't worry if they will like me or not. In fact, I'm more concerned if I will like them. Have you heard about this quote? Now that's what we call as confidence. Once you've done your inner work, your spiritual inner work, and have cultivated self-love, your need for external validation and approval will diminish. While it may not disappear entirely, it will reduce significantly. You might still have the need to get external validation, especially from your loved ones. However, it will reduce significantly. Your clarity and confidence will be unshakable. This shift occurs because this inner work and self-love will help you to recognize your own worth and value. Okay? So nobody can ever make you feel lesser about yourself anymore. People can only manipulate someone or belittle someone who lacks self-awareness. You can never belittle a person who has high self-awareness and who knows who they are and their worth. When you know who you are and what you want very clearly, nobody can make you feel lesser about yourself. Number 3, you have high self-awareness and begin to recognize your own needs. Now, what does it mean? Which means you will begin to have high self-awareness of your own needs, physical needs, emotional needs, mental needs, spiritual needs. You will have high self-awareness of your body's needs. You will be very attuned to the sensation in your body and your body's needs, especially whenever you feel stressful, tired, lack of energy, drained. You begin to pay attention to those needs and you prioritize those needs. Okay? Emotional needs. If you feel down, if you feel sad, if you feel angry, you become mindful of those emotional needs, you become mindful of those feelings and begin to take action to attend to those needs. Begin to take action to fulfill those desires. And set boundaries and say no to anything that drains you. So you begin to get engaged in self-care and set boundaries and say no to anything or anyone that drains your energy. You get involved, you get engaged in deep self-reflection. So if there's any unhealed emotional wounds, you begin to pay attention to it, be mindful of it, write about it, get in touch with it, heal it. If you feel stressful, tired, drained, you begin to take rest. You begin to meditate more. You will begin to make lifestyle changes in a way that serves your highest good, that serves your well-being. Okay, so once you've recognized your need and attend to those needs and set boundaries with people or anything that drains your energy, you will automatically begin to communicate your needs to others in your relationship, which helps you to have a healthy, loving, intimate relationships. There are many people out there who do not recognize their needs. They suppress their needs and they become a people pleasers. They put others around them on pedestal. Okay, to the extent they become drained, exhausted, frustrated with life. And many end up having illness, mental illness or physical illness. Meanwhile, some other people, they have difficulties to communicate about their needs to their life partner or to their loved ones. When you don't recognize your own needs, when you don't attend to your own needs, how are you going to communicate about your needs to others? So many struggle to set boundaries with people or activities that drains their energy. They are not able to say no. And many engage in lifestyle that drains their energy, that very shallow lifestyles. That sway them away from a path that serves their highest good, that affects, okay, they engage in lifestyle that affects their mental health or their physical health or their emotional health. So you will begin to make big lifestyle changes. You might set boundaries with unnecessary people who drains your energy vampires. You might not go out for partying frequently. Nothing is wrong with partying, but frequent partying, especially with people who don't serve your highest good, is going to drain your energy. Some people, they hate partying. However, they will still attend those parties because they didn't want to disappoint their friends. They become a people pleaser. Basically, they live a fake life. Okay? They have this facade, an inauthentic life. When you've done your inner work and self-love, you will not hesitate to say no, politely, obviously, to people or things that doesn't serve your highest good. Remember, when you say yes to something or someone, make sure you are not saying no to yourself. Number 4, balancing masculine and feminine energy within you. All of us, including men, women, and all the genders, all of us have both feminine and masculine energy. I'm speaking about energy, not genders. Our masculine and feminine energy must be in balance. So once you've done your spiritual inner work and have cultivated self-love, you will have a balanced masculine and feminine energy. What does it mean? So feminine energy means you will be able to trust life, trust the divine intelligence, surrender, and be in receptive mode to receive life's biggest blessings. At the same time, you will have a balanced masculine energy, which means feeling empowered to take inspired action with courage and strong willpower and become the leader of your life. So you'll be able to be both strong and soft, feminine and masculine energy. Okay, some people, they are constantly in the masculine mode, constant doing, and they get engaged in constant overthinking, overdoing, overworking all the time. They do not have balanced feminine energy, hence they are not able to relax, they are not able to calm down. They don't trust the divine intelligence, they don't trust themselves. They have difficulties to let go of control. They become control freaks. And that affects their mental and physical health. So once you've done your inner work and self-love, you will not have that problem anymore. Number 5, you will find happiness right where you are. You will feel joyful and content right where you are. Many people, despite having everything, they feel unfulfilled and may experience a sense of emptiness. They have this perpetual need to fill their void, their inner void. However, once you've done your inner work and have cultivated or practiced self-love, you will feel joyful and peaceful right where you are, even if some of your wishes remain unfulfilled. You may not have everything, but you will feel more joyful and peaceful than those who have everything. And I'm one of the biggest example here. Okay, I don't have everything, but I feel content and peaceful wherever I am right now. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't have any desires or goals anymore. You will still work on some goals. You will have your higher calling. You will work on your higher calling. Okay, but you don't work on those goals from a place of neediness, from a place of lack. You fulfill those wishes, or you go after those goals, or you work on those goals from a place of excitement, joy, and passion, because that's your higher calling. You will not go after desires that comes from your ego. Instead, you will work on your higher calling, your inner calling that serves your highest good, that makes your soul joyful. Number 6, the last one. You will not share all your moves to others. You will no longer have the need to constantly share your private life or pictures or experiences with others, especially on social media. Instead, you will focus on living your life every moment, and you will begin to focus on your personal experiences rather than trying to prove to others that you're living a happy life. Your need for external approval and validation will reduce significantly, and for some it may diminish. You see, many people out there, when they go for a vacation, when they're living their life, when they are having a wonderful moment with their life partner or family, they are more focused on taking the pictures or video rather than enjoying that moment, rather than living that moment to the fullest. They are more interested to take those pictures to show off to others, rather than focusing on their personal experiences, enjoying that moment. Basically, these people don't enjoy their life because you're constantly living in the future. Oh, I must take picture, I must take this picture, I must take that picture, and you're not living in that moment. You're not enjoying the moment to the fullest. You are not paying attention to your loved ones as well. You might pay attention to them, but you might not be able to give your 100% focus. Some people, they genuinely love to share their experience with others. However, many, as we know, they live a fake life. Okay? They go for a vacation or they do certain things only to show off to others, only to share it on social media, to get the likes and views and the praises, only to brag. But behind the closed doors, they will be living a very unhappy life. They might go to a vacation and they are more focused on taking pictures and bragging about it. But in that vacation, they would have had thousands of fight and argument with their life partner. Have you seen such people? So basically, they are not focused living their experience. They are more focused on living a fake life, wearing this mask the facade. Now, don't shame yourself. We are not judging you or shaming you. But that's the fact. Some people, they genuinely share their pictures because they do focus on their life and experiences, and will be genuinely sharing their life experiences as well. But many share those experiences just to show off. Am I right? However, when you've done your inner work and have cultivated the self-love, you need to constantly show off, or you need to constantly broadcast all your moves in social media to others or inform others will diminish. Because you're so fulfilled with your life. You're so involved with your life to the extent you don't have the need to prove to others that you're living a happy life. So no judgment to those who are sharing pictures or videos on social media, okay? I'm not judging you or anything, so please don't take it at heart, okay? I'm just saying that once you've done your inner work, you'll become more authentic. You will not worry about what others think of you anymore. You will have empathy and compassion for them. However, you will not constantly worry for insignificant things, And you will be connected with your higher self and will have the confidence and clarity to be authentic, to be the leader of your life and enjoy your life to the fullest. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me thumbs up. Please share it with others. Let them know about these issues, okay? Because we want them to heal themselves and cultivate self-love. Let me know what you think about this video. You can only comment if you follow me. Okay? Thank you.